yourself a question. Would you like the government to limit how much coffee you can drink or how much time you can spend on your phone? According to Stan Peele, psychologist and author of books on the subject of addiction, he's found that these things are just as, if not more, addictive than marijuana. Yet marijuana use is not allowed until you're 21 years old. The health effects of cannabis have been a big debate for the last century, and it's only in the last couple of decades that the substance has been legally used for medicinal purposes. Marijuana is only getting more and more popular, so it's better to know why your fellow peers and friends are getting involved with it. As someone who's been proven wrong time and time again about the real risks and benefits of marijuana, it's encouraged me to do my own research on the matter. Marijuana has had a bad light shed on it for the past few years due to people not understanding its true benefits and risks. First, I will talk about the stereotypes and false information placed on marijuana. Then I will discuss the true benefits of weed. And finally, I will look at why weed should be legalized throughout the US. Now let's talk about the stereotypes that are associated with smoking marijuana. We've all heard the argument that cannabis makes people lazy and unmotivated. Whether it was from your parents, a teacher, or an old head that grew up being told the same thing from his peers, what they had to say about marijuana weren't completely positive things. If you were to walk up to your parents and tell them you were really good friends with or in a relationship with someone who smokes a lot of weed, that'd leave a pretty negative impression. But it turns out that person you were talking about could have been someone like Rihanna or Michael Phelps, people that smoke a lot of weed, and they have tons of success and influence. But because you mentioned they smoke a lot of weed first, success and influence were the last words that came to their minds. So Rihanna's pretty known for smoking weed. She does in like every music video. But the top left picture is Michael Phelps. It's like a leaked video of him taking a hit of a bong. And the picture on the right is just like him addressing the whole stereotype. And it's like contradicting it because of all his gold medals. So yeah. There's like a whole list of successful people that are very open about themselves smoking weed. So since it's not true that smoking weed automatically turns you into a hopeless failure, why should people even smoke it? This question brings me to my next point, the benefits of marijuana. The two main compounds found in cannabis are THC and CBD. THC is the compound that causes someone to experience what being high is like. However, CBD itself is completely non-psychoactive and is used for relieving pain, inflammation, reducing depression, and anxiety. CBD can be used by people of all ages for all things. It can help relieve soreness in muscles. For some people with dementia, Parkinson's, or even cancer, CBD has shown to reduce the effects of those diseases. According to the National Cancer Institute, it's been proven that cannabis definitely has its benefits in the treatment of cancer-related side effects. The World Health Organization has stated that no public health problems have been associated with the use of pure CBD. There are numerous strains of the plant. Some have high THC and low CBD, some have high CBD and low THC, and some have a 1-1 ratio. There are different strains that have a variety of dosages for each compound. Even the National Institute on Drug Abuse has openly stated that the benefits of marijuana heavily outweigh the risks. Even after all this evidence and research being done on the subject, people still have their arguments as to why marijuana shouldn't be legal, which brings me to my third point, why marijuana should be legal throughout the US. An argument that people use cannabis is the claim that it is a gateway drug. Cannabis is not a gateway drug, but it can definitely be one to some people. However, it's up to each person to control his or herself, not give in to any temptation they face. If people are okay with the government limiting our use of marijuana, then they should also be okay with them limiting our sugar, coffee, and internet consumption. Consuming too much of those three things, which is very common now, can lead to obesity, insomnia, restlessness, addiction, and many more serious health issues. To single out marijuana as something that might eventually lead to health problems is a total double standard. Cannabis actually has medicinal effects and is not addictive. If someone was to smoke marijuana purely for its health benefits, then their health would prosper. So in conclusion, the benefits of marijuana drastically outweigh the risks, and the research done on the matter proves that just that. First, I talked about the stereotypes of marijuana. Second, I mentioned the benefits of marijuana. And lastly, I looked at why marijuana should be allowed throughout the US. The amount of false information placed on marijuana has led to people being misinformed on its benefits. The government should not be able to limit our marijuana consumption just as much as they can't tell us how much fast food or cake we can have. Thank you.